Yeah. Yeah. Not one boss in a portrait frame. It's a system, a network, a profit chain. You fought one tyrant, one throne, one face, but it's boardrooms, bots, and a banking maze. They don't move like a block, they don't march in line. It's an agglomeration of companies on crime, bound by greed, by fear, by power intact. Autocracy, Inc. and they're proud of that. We were sold one cartoon, one villain, one gun, but the 21st changed how the damage gets done. Now it's shell firms, troll farms, spyware, spin, state gold out, dark cash in. Police train police in a far off land. Dirty hands wash dirty hands. Belarus ain't lonely, Venezuela ain't cut off. Sanctions on paper, but the back door's unlocked. Trying to build parks, Russia swaps crews in a booth. Iran makes visits, Cuba cosigns lies as truth. Street kids march for a voice and a vote. Million in the avenue, hope in the throat. But they ain't just fighting one crooked home team. They're fighting cameras, deals, and a cross-border machine. And the coolest product ever moved by men. Not oil, not guns, it was pure impunity then. They got the greed that binds, yeah, that's the code. Autocracy metastasized on every road. They say sovereignty, they mean don't ask why. They say order will a free press dies. They say win-win, but it's lose-lose for the crowd. They move quiet, but they boast out loud. If you hear multipolar, check who's cashing in. It's not ideal, it's deals. That's autocracy. Started with pipelines, hunting lodge talk. Suited men made peace with a wolf on a walk. Changed through trade, that was the hymn they sang. While hard cash eastbound gave the steel bars clang. Good luck they laughed, trying to nail jello to the wall. Now the war got smart, and it's watching all. Microsoft tweets, Yahoo News, Cisco sells wire. Then the firewall rose higher and higher. Putin came smiling, rule of law, nice phrase. While the crew built laundry mats through the haze. St. Petersburg paper trails, Frankfurt shell game. Western banks took deposits, never asked names. Rosneft floated, London bought the pitch. Prospective said corruption, still everybody got rich. Delaware smiles, South Dakota holds trust. Nice clean streets, built on anonymous dust. If thieves can hide in Sussex, Miami, or Leeds, then your system feeds their system, your comfort feeds their needs. They got the greed that binds, yeah, that's the code. Autocracy metastasized on every road. They say mutual respect, they mean don't criticize. They say stable, while the hungry survive. They say democracy's weak, autocracy's strong. Repeat it in every language till it sounds like a song. If you hear New World Order, check who's cashing in. It's not ideal, it's deals. That's autocracy. Yeah. Then they learn to control the story, poison the feed, make a whole generation doubt what they read. Trying to nail jello to the wall, remember that line. Now the algorithms policing your mind. China says TM and never gets named. Russia says every protest foreign train. Color revolution, foreign agent, same script. One hand on the truncheon, one hand on the clip. White helmets smeared, hospitals hit by design. Truth got buried on the 10 fake headlines by your last trending. Birds carrying plague, Mattels get millions. While the facts come late, Hong Kong move like water. Mars sun heads high, Belarus sang in the streets on a red white sky. Iran Torville, Zimbabwe raised flags. Mexico, Catalonia trolls stirred the rags. If leaders can't win, they criminalize belief. Cool, justice, treason, cool, courage, a thief. Smear the Democrat till the neighbors all doubt. Make everybody tired, then everybody checks out. But hear this, the enemy is us, not us as a nation, us as a trust. Law over whim, truth over fear, judges independent, citizens clear. The rights to speech and assembly, that's what they can't stand. A press that can expose the ruler's hand. Because if people can speak, they can also choose. And if people can choose, then the tyrants lose. Yeah, then Kiev full skill, every flame, no more disguise, no euphemism game. This is not about Ukraine at all, but the world order. That was the tail crossing every border. Torture rings built where the flags got changed. Children renamed, brain cars chained before democracies would fracture and fold. Business first, moral soul, and for a second maybe history turns. Sanctions be old, alliances burned. Will we stand up for democracy? Crowd said yes, but the challenge was bigger than one address. She buys heat oil, Iran ships drones. North Korea packs shells in crates. Belarus gives runways, others dodge bans. Turkey, Georgia, cash through hands. Every week seen in the global design, found by the network at the same damn time. They got the greed that binds, yeah, that's the code. But people still gather and carry the load. From Caracas to Minsk to Hong Kong nights. From Tehran streets to Ukraine's fights. They can jail one body, can't jail the claim.